ambitious. Young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? And it feel like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. And it feel like, yeah. All day.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and our home team. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Brissett. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next to score, Colts 7, Chargers 0.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set. Send over.
All day, every day.
On first and 10, Eason. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon, and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. He was able to pick up 6 yards there, so that leaves him with a 3rd and 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason, he's got Allen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
To throw again, Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Gordon. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
70, Indy. Here we go, D. Get off the field. 5.
On first down, Eason. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Ready up. 58. 58 to Mike. Hey. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Colts' 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. 58.
2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Take 4.
A run by Mack to start the drive. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want none. Shift.
Now Brissett. It's Hill, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Well, they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Looking to throw. Eason finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Eason. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brissett on first down. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dante Fowler, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire. And And they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on second down, Eason. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Mack on the counter. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5.
They come out here in the I.
Yeah, let's go second. Check. Slam.
Hey, alert 3.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. On third down, a run by Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
On 3rd down, Eason. He's got a man. It's Williams. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it. 58, 58, Mike. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready,
The
get
Colts
ready.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's nowhere to go here. He lost the football. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Check it back, check it back. Check, 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 check.
set now. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Pull it together. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Watch the eye.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to.
There goes Melvin Gordon. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
49, guys. Mike, 40.
Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
49 to Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Check 43. Check.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd down.
Okay, break. 58. 58 for Mike. I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're almost. Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Watch out for Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. You often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Down. 60 or 58 right there. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Mike,
Throwing on 1st down, Eason. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Matt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. And that's incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch twist. Slam.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Brissett. And incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brissett gets this one to Hill. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Brissett now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Eason. And an alley to run. And he coughed it up. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Hill on the return. Hill shedding the tackle. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a carry from Mack. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
From the 35 on second down. Brissett looking for Campbell downfield. He's got it at the 15. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. A huge play that time for the Colts. 56 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check it.
They'll run here with Mack, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Mack. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And now here is another interception. picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Joseph on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
80 weapon.
Let's go. I got one. Showing it. Right here, guys.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Off play action. Eason going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Brings up second and 7 at the 41-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
That's track.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Mack. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Eason. Hunter Henry brings it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Back to throw. Eason. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have the first down. Looking to throw. Eason. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.